talking about earlier this week, you did a story on water temperature, and the difference was staggering.
Yes, so I went out to Sandy and the, I believe it was the Willamette. No, not the Willamette. Now I'm trying to remember. Clackamas. There we go. I went out to Sandy and the Clackamas River, went out with some guns, pointed at the land, pointed at the water, and it was anywhere between 45 to 48 degrees in our two rivers that we went to. And that is just where it's going to be. It takes longer for water to heat up because it takes more energy, so land doesn't take as much energy to heat as the water does. Before we have just the time it takes the water, that's why it doesn't usually get warm for us until we get later into the season. We'll definitely see some changes, but it is going to be on the cold side. We talked to some people who were out already laying on the beach up at Dabney, and they said they had no plans of getting in the water this weekend because of the fact that it was so cold, and they were there, saw what we were doing when we were taking the temperature. As far as rain goes, we haven't hit any 10-day streak like we had recently. In fact, we just dropped with our month normal. We're at 0.88 is where we're at, and typically we're at just a little less than an inch of a rain this time of year. Now, we do have some rain in the forecast, just not enough to get us up to that, which is where we were May last year. What we have is just some thunderstorms possibly on Monday, but we have to get through a couple of warm, downright hot afternoons before we get there. See this east wind coming, just starting to make it to the beach. By the time we get to tomorrow morning, we have this east wind that goes all the way offshore flow, keeping that beach on the hot side. And that's why I say it is going to be cooler as you get up into the mountains, as it will be on the beach, because those higher elevations won't have that sinking, warming air. Here we have that chance for thunderstorms. We start to see that by the time we get into the afternoon on Monday. Things do stay on the warm side, but definitely have a chance for some thunderstorms. Daytime temperatures, we hit 90 yesterday. That broke a record, and we definitely have a chance to hit 92 today, which means low 90s across the board. Overnight temperatures, we broke a record last night. Official temperatures not quite in yet, but the lowest I saw the temperature get was 58, and 56 was the record for warmest low overnight. You can see we're already in the low 60s this morning, mid 60s all the way down into Salem, and then those upper 50s as you get to Astoria. Looking at the next several days, we have 90-degree temperatures all the way through Monday. Possible Monday with those thunderstorms. If they come in and do drift over the Cascades, then we could maybe just end up in those mid-upper 80s. But by the time we get to Tuesday, things are switching, things are changing a bit, but those upper 80-degree temperatures, that is still nearly 20 degrees above average.